He bought her the most beautiful dress he could find. Imported lace, hand-stitched pearls, a dress fit for the love of his life. But now, that dress will never be worn. Because Shen Yue vanished, on the morning of their wedding. Dylan inside a bridal boutique, smiling as he watches the tailor carefully pack the dress. He looks nervous, hopeful, completely in love. He had saved for months. He even flew to Paris just to get her the one she had dreamed of. This is it, he whispered to himself. She's going to cry when she sees it. But when the big day arrived, she didn't show up. Cut to an empty chapel. White roses on every chair. Guests whispering. Dylan staring at the door. His phone ringing, unanswered. No call. No text. No goodbye. Just silence. And then, that letter. Camera zooms in on the tear-stained envelope in Dylan's hand. He opens it. We hear Shen Yue's voice faintly, as if reading the letter aloud. Shen Yue's voice. I'm sorry, Dylan. I wanted to be your bride. But there's something I never told you. He bought her the dress. He booked the venue. He had the ring in his pocket. But Shen Yue never came down the aisle. All she left was a letter. Soft piano music fades in. Dylan reads the letter silently, then crumples it in frustration. 6 months earlier, Dylan and Shen Yue laughing under cherry blossom trees. Sharing street food. Watching movies in hoodies. They weren't just lovers, they were best friends. He met her on a rainy afternoon at a bookstore in Seoul. She was quiet, mysterious, and had eyes that made him forget the world. Footage of Dylan sketching her while she pretends not to notice. He fell first. She fell harder. And when she whispered, I never thought someone like you would choose me. Dylan knew, he was going to marry her. Dylan browsing dresses, testing ring sizes, calling her mom for advice. He didn't want just any dress. He wanted her dream dress. The one she pointed at in a magazine 2 years ago. The one she never thought she could wear. Dylan standing in a luxury bridal boutique in Paris, buying the dress. Boutique assistant, in accent. It's one of a kind, monsieur. Are you sure? Dylan, smiling. Absolutely. She's one of a kind, too. Wedding morning. Dylan adjusts his suit. Guests arrive. The sun is shining. 2 p.m. the ceremony begins. 2:15 p.m. no sign of her. 2:45 p.m. panic starts. Phones go unanswered. 3:00 p.m. a courier walks in, holding a letter. Camera zooms in on the unopened envelope. Music shifts. Shen Yue's letter revealed. My Dylan. I love you more than I can ever say. But I have to protect you, from me. There's something I've never told you. Something I thought I could leave behind. But I can't. Dylan looking confused and hurt as he reads on. A year before I met you. I was engaged. Not for love, for protection. My family owed people. Dangerous people. And they promised to leave my mother alone if I married into their world. Shen Yue arguing with a man in a suit. Her crying alone. I ran. I chose you. But they found me. If I marry you, you'll never be safe. Dylan sits in silence, eyes wet. Then he stands, determined. He could have screamed. He could have cursed her name. But he didn't. Because deep down, he knew. Shen Yue was doing this to protect him. Even if it meant breaking her own heart. Dylan folding the dress gently back into its box. If she loved me enough to walk away, then I'll love her enough to find her again. Dylan flying to Taiwan, Hong Kong, Beijing, chasing rumors, calling old contacts, holding up a photo. Dylan, desperate. Have you seen her? Please, anything. He didn't care if she didn't want to be found. He just needed to know that she was safe. One evening, Dylan sits at a small cafe in Tokyo, sipping coffee. A familiar voice says softly behind him. Shen Yue, quietly. You always hated sugar in your coffee. He turns around, and there she is. Pale, tired, but alive. After 148 days. She came back. But not for love. For something even more unexpected. Shen Yue, tears in her eyes. They're gone now. I'm free. But Dylan. Are you still mine? Dylan couldn't speak. His heart was racing, his hands trembling. Shen Yue sat across from him, silently watching his reaction. He hadn't seen her in months, but she looked exactly the same, only sadder. She broke the silence first. I thought disappearing would protect you, she said softly. But running only made everything worse. Dylan clenched his jaw. You left me with nothing but a letter. You think that protected me? Tears welled in her eyes. They threatened my mother. I didn't know what else to do. I begged them to leave us alone. They said they would, if I walked away from you. Dylan's voice cracked. So you let me believe you didn't love me? She nodded, crying now. It was the only way to make sure you wouldn't come after me. But you did anyway. He sat back, breathing heavily. You think I was going to forget you? After everything we had? You were wearing the dress in my dreams. I woke up every day hoping you'd call me. You didn't. Shen Yue looked down at her hands. I almost did. 100 times. But I kept telling myself, if you moved on, you'd be safer. He leaned forward. I didn't move on. I waited. I searched the world for you. She looked up, voice trembling. I came back, because the threats are gone. The people who were after my family, they're gone. I'm finally free, Dylan. He stared at her, unsure whether to be relieved or angry. So, now what? She reached into her bag and pulled out a photo, a picture of the wedding dress. Is it still with you? He nodded slowly. I couldn't get rid of it. I thought maybe someday, you'd come back for it. Shen Yue gave a shaky smile. I don't want a dress. I want you. If you'll still have me. Dylan was silent for a long moment. Then he reached across the table and took her hand. I didn't come this far just to walk away when you finally came back. Her eyes lit up with hope. You mean it? I never stopped meaning it, he whispered. They sat there, holding hands in silence. The pain hadn't disappeared, but somehow, it felt lighter. There were still wounds, still unanswered questions, but the one thing that had never changed was their love. Later that night, Dylan opened his closet and gently unzipped the wedding dress bag. Shen Yue stepped into the room, tears in her eyes again. It's still perfect, she whispered. He smiled. It always was. Just like you. She walked toward him slowly. Let's do it right this time. No secrets. No running. Just us. And for the first time in months, Dylan felt whole again. Not because she came back, but because she chose him, freely, fearlessly, and forever.